Okay, so I've set up a few little things here in Session View just to give you an idea of how Session View kind of works. So, a couple terminology things. So we already know what clips are. Each of these is a clip, whether it's a MIDI clip or an audio clip. Same deal applies. MIDI clips go on MIDI tracks, audio clips go on audio tracks. But beyond that, we don't really care. So we have clips. Each of these little rectangles is called a clip slot. Okay? So in each clip slot goes a clip. And don't worry about having empty clip slots. You're always going to have a ton of empty clip slots. That's just how it works. This whole thing is called the clip slot grid. Okay? Everything in a horizontal line like this is called a scene. So this is a scene. Okay? And this is a track. Okay, so everything on this track goes that way, and everything going across horizontally is called a scene. Okay, so now you can think of each clip slot as like a little spinning record. Okay, so here I have a kick sound. It's just a single kick. Okay, cool. Nothing fancy. However, if I want to turn this into something cool, I can loop it. Okay, so now I have a 1-beat loop. Cool, right? That can go on forever if we want. I can turn on this thing that we had before. And you'll notice that it blinked when I clicked play, right? The reason for that is because it was waiting for the next downbeat to launch. When I click play on a clip, it's going to wait until the next downbeat or whatever I have set right here. Okay, this is what controls that. I can change it to be every 16th note or just as soon as I click it if I want. But in terms of everything staying nicely in sync, I'm going to leave it on the downbeat. Okay, now I have a few other just kind of weird sounds here. Let's launch this one. Creepy. Okay, so that's just a looping weird sound. Now, let's say I want to drop my kick out. I'm just going to hit any of these stop buttons. It's cool. Let's bring the kick back in. Cool. Let's pull out this weird bubbly sound. It's going to wait for the next downbeat. And you'll notice also that everything is syncing to the tempo. The master tempo is right up here. Right now it's 88. So everything is going to adjust to fit into 88 beats per minute right now. Okay, now you'll notice that I have another clip here. In the track, only one clip can be playing at a time. So if I launch this next one, it's going to stop the previous one on the next downbeat. Okay? I can switch back. Okay, now if I wanted to hear these both at once, all I have to do is put them in the same scene. Okay, so I could move this one over to here. Now they're in the same scene, so now I can play them both, but only one per track can happen at once. But now I can't play either of these, right? So if I wanted to play all of these sounds at once, I would put them all in the same scene. And then I could launch them all at the same time by going over here to the scene launch. This little play button is going to launch everything in that scene. Okay? Don't actually want to do that. We haven't heard this one yet, so let's hear what this is. Oh yeah. This is just an orchestra hit. Cool, whatever. Okay, then I can press the space bar to stop everything. So that's kind of how it works. Oh, I want to point out one more thing. You can kind of see the little spinning record analogy down here. Right? That tells us how long the loop is. This loop is quite a bit longer. Right? You see the kind of pie turning. That'll tell you where the end of the loop is coming. So it's just kind of a good visual indication of what's happening here. So the reason that people like session view like this is you can kind of improvise with the structure. Once you've got your clips set, you can kind of zigzag around and everything's going to stay in sync and it's going to be fun. You can play it however you want to play it.